Hey, how's it going? It's Jason, Nomadic Pagan. Welcome to week 32 of the DP Will of the Year. Today we're going over meditation, reflection, and final essay. So let's jump right into it. Week 32, meditation, reflection, final essay. Related requirement number 6, mental training, and number 10, personal religion. At this point, the meditation beginning in week 7 has been going on for about 5 months, which is the minimum you're actually due for the Dedicant Path documentation. This week, we will look at your notes from the past 26 weeks and piece them together in an essay for submission. On a side note, this requirement is the one that trips the most Dedicants up, mainly because they can't continue meditating for 26 weeks. If you've gotten this far and meditated at least once per week, we're well ahead of the game. If you have not finished a meditation, simply continue to meditate. At this point, we're only partway through the year, so there's no rush, but I would encourage you to meditate as much as possible and to write it down as often as possible. Save this lesson until you have 26 straight weeks of meditation. That's some discipline right there. Homework. Let's start with the requirements. 6. An essay or journal covering a Dedicant's personal experience of building mental discipline through the use of meditation, trance, or other systematic techniques on a regular basis. The experiences in the essay or journal should cover at least the last 5 months, period. 800 words minimum. This requirement asks for a few things. First, it requests that whatever you turn in include your personal experience in building mental discipline using some sort of systematic technique on a regular basis. Yeah. Well, that's a lot. What does it all mean? According to the requirement, as is listed above, you can simply turn in your meditation journal and be done with it. It must be pointed out, though, that you will not gain as much from the journal as you would from an essay that reviews and analyzes the meditation you have done. Because of this, we greatly prefer to receive reflective essays. We hope that you will prefer this as well. There is also the issue of many Dedicants not wanting to turn in their meditation journals because they include private thoughts. To that end, I will list a general set of things to cover and think about in your essay. Make sure you get out your journal, though, because you can't just write this essay without it. That said, to begin with, you need to discuss what we're doing for a general objective perspective, and you need to show that you did this was systematic and regular. Begin by talking about what you started out doing. Did you use a breath count? Where did you meditate? What did you create a meditation? Did you create a meditation seat? What technique did you try, and how long did you try them for? If you failed at something, how long did you work at it before either it worked or you gave up? If you settled into one technique towards the end, what was it? Please be as specific as possible when describing your techniques. Remember, you're looking to show that your meditation was systematic, not erratic. As for regular, if you write down all the dates you did the meditation exercises and average them up, how many times per week were you meditating? Or is it more appropriate to ask how many times per day? The more the better, of course. But if it was only a couple times on week on average, remember that everyone meditates at different rates. The requirement also asks that you show personal experience. One of the advantages that the essay has over just turning it in your journal entries is that you can hold back some of your more private and personal experiences. Meditation is an intensely personal experience, and sometimes we do not wish to share every detail. Still, to complete this requirement, some personal experiences will need to be shown. Remember, we're not asking for all the details you have. Rather, we're asking for a level of details that show that you worked hard at this and that your experiences with this have aided you in a spiritual growth. In the essay, you might quote or interspace the essay with journal entries or parts of them to show this personal experience. The essay must also show that you have built mental discipline. This doesn't mean that you're managed to lift things with your mind. It means that you're come to an understanding of how to quiet your mind and think clearly, how to use the skills of opening to nature and ritual, or how to see with greater clarity into the other world. In the end, it doesn't matter so much what mental discipline you build. It may simply be the ability to sit for an hour each day and be bored. Yeah, quiet. But it does matter that you build it. Kind of going along with the building a mental discipline bit, you might talk about plans to continue your meditation journal or to work with your new or interesting ways of meditation that you've tried. Finally, if you have been working your tail off, remember to find some ways to make meditation work. And you feel you're failed miserably, tell us that. Meditation isn't for everyone. It may not work for you at all. This could be any number of reasons. The techniques that you try don't work for your brain. You can't meditate indoors and haven't tried it outdoors yet, or you're just too fidgety to sit still for an hour. Whatever the cause, the important thing will be that you have tried and done your best to finish the requirement. Some of the best essays are from people who never managed to meditate but had a lot of fun trying. Finish an essay on that and cover those 3 things, and you're done with the meditation requirement. We do suggest you continue working with meditation. Remember, this requirement was meant to help you grasp key concepts in ADF Georgy, the silence, being open to nature, etc. If you don't quite have them down, and very people do at 5 months, keep working. All right, y'all. Next week is week 33, the 9 virtues of perseverance, which I needed to read all that to y'all. So join me next time. This is Jason Nomadic Pagan. Blessed be y'all.